the next part I'll consider the combustion reactions. Okay, combustion reactions means what? Combustion, you can say the another name of the burning. Okay, means here you are burning a substance, a fuel, in the presence of oxygen. Okay, so this type of reaction, if you are burning any kind of fuel source in the presence of oxygen, that type of reaction is considered as a combustion reaction. It needs on one triangle form, means three things is needed to perform any combustion reaction. First, oxygen, means the availability of oxygen in atmosphere must be present. Okay. Second one is considered as the fuel, okay, which you need to be burned. And the third one, heating source, by which with the help of that source you can burn the fuel in the availability of oxygen. Okay, these three things when combined to each other, they will allow to perform the combustion reaction. Okay, combustion reactions are generally considered as exothermic, means when any fuel is allowed to be burned, they will always be generating energy. Okay, in the form of different form of energy, sometime of like heat energy, sometime of light energy. Okay, different form of energy is be generated by the formation, by the run of the combustion reaction. Okay, that's why this reaction is considered as a exothermic reaction. Okay, now we'll discuss about the type of combustion reactions. Okay, combustion reaction on the basis of performance is get divided into two parts. Okay, or you can say on the basis of availability of oxygen in atmosphere. Okay, so on the basis of availability of the oxygen, it's divided into two kinds. First is called the complete combustion reaction, and the second one is considered as a incomplete combustion reaction. Okay, so in that case, what is the difference between the complete and incomplete combustion reaction? If we consider the availability of oxygen is sufficient, okay, what amount is required by the any kind of the fuel to be burned. Okay, so if the availability of oxygen is sufficient for the amount of any fuel is required to be burned, so this type of reaction is considered as a complete combustion. Okay, so in that case we are considered as, for example, as fuel carbon you are taking. Okay, and one carbon need 1 mole of oxygen gas. Okay, so if you are providing the sufficient amount of oxygen, this carbon get completely burned and convert into the complete product, that is called the carbon dioxide. Okay, means it will burn completely in the presence of sufficient amount of oxygen. No any kind of residue is allowed to form. Okay, if the availability of oxygen is less as required by any fuel to be burned, so due to the fuel in the absence of the sufficient amount of the oxygen is not get present at that moment, they will not get completely burned, and the product which we want to obtain, we are not getting into the actual concentration. Okay, so this kind of reaction is considered as a incomplete combustion. Okay, like for example, this same reaction if you perform, if I increase the fuel value but the oxygen value is same, means the concentration of the fuel get increased but the availability of oxygen is get same. So the product what you form in the complete combustion is not allowed to form in this side, so here the product is got change in carbon monoxide. Means your product is get now change, means your fuel due to the lack amount of oxygen is present is not get burned completely, and the product is not formed in your desired manner. Okay, so this type of, I'll consider two type of the combustion reaction is performed. One is incomplete combustion, one is complete combustion. Complete combustion means when the fuel is burned in the presence of sufficient amount of oxygen, they will burn completely and you will get the desired product. And when the availability of oxygen is less as the required by the fuel, so they will not get burned completely and the product is not obtained in the desired manner. Okay.